Ladies and gentlemen, today Coppin State Volleyball is looking for your help to fight cancer. Lady Eagles have a table set to the side of the court where you can make a donation to fight cancer. Because cancer in one way or another has affected many of our friends, family, and co-workers. And Lady Eagles today are standing with Ms. Sandra Kirk in her fight against cancer. Ms. Kirk has worked in the athletic department for more than 20 years and provided friendship and listening ear to many students. Welcome to the court, ladies and gentlemen. Representatives for Ms. Kirk, her son Michael, and his wife Janine. Ladies and gentlemen, the family of Sandra Kirk. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you all please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Coppin State University and the Physical Education Complex for today's Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference game between the South Carolina State University Lady Bulldogs and your Coppin State University Lady Eagles. And now, here are your starting lineups. First for the visiting Lady Bulldogs of South Carolina State University. The outside hitters are 6'1" junior from Marietta, Georgia, number 1, Alexis Holt. The setters are 5'6" junior from Los Angeles, California, number 2, Janai King. Outside hitters are senior from Sumter, South Carolina, number 4, Brianna Tyler. Middle blockers are 6'1" freshman from Evergreen Park, Illinois, number 5, Divez Bell. The outside hitters are freshmen from Atlanta, Georgia, number 15, Jaden Christopher. A outside hitter, it's a 6'1" senior from Douglasville, Georgia, number 16, Desiree Walker. And libero is a 5'11" junior from Arlington, Texas, number 17, Andrea Boyland. Head coach of the South Carolina State University Lady Bulldogs is Monique Lee. And now, the starting lineup for your Coppin State University Lady Eagles. The middle hitters are 5'9" senior from Crestview, Florida, number 7, Krista Johnson. The outside hitters are 5'11" freshman from Tampa, Florida, number 8, PAOLA CATEN. The outside hitters are 5'10" sophomore from San Antonio, Texas, number 12, Mia Javon Coleman. The setters are 5'8" sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, number 15, Brianna Lang. The outside hitters are 5'8" junior from Isabela, Puerto Rico, number 21, Salma Gonzalez. The middle blockers, a 5'11" sophomore from Stockbridge, Georgia, number 23, Jordan Celestine. And Libros, a 5'5" freshman from Isabela, Puerto Rico, number 10, Ashley Roman. Lady Eagles assistant coaches are Milan Amos, Pat Dayton, and Terry Virgos. The head coach of your Lady Eagles is Tim Walsh.
And courtside from the Physical Education Complex here at Coppin State University on a Sunday afternoon, getting set for Coppin State and South Carolina State in MEAC action. As you can see, among the league leaders, there's Coleman at 4'10", just behind Morgan's Zoe McBride. And then the hitting percentage, Krista Johnson, also second in the MEAC with a .349 hitting percentage. The assist, well, there's Brianna Lang all by herself at the top with 10.5 per set. And then Ashley Roman with the digs per set at 4.53. Blocks, Krista Johnson in the top 5 at just under a block per set. And then there is Lang along with King of South Carolina State and CATEN as well amongst the league leaders. Standings coming in. Coppin is second in the North at 5-3, trying to hold serve there. South Carolina State winless on the year. That's been updated after their straight set loss to Morgan on Friday. They're now 0-21 and 0-7, currently riding a 15-set losing skid. So we're just about set for the opening serve of today's first set. And the opening serve to King. Overhand serve, CATEN, now to Lang, far side Coleman. Gets it down for the kill, and Coppin takes the early 1-0 lead. So now service to Lang. Dug out of the middle, play from the far side. And now sent over. Johnson to Lang, back to Johnson off the block, kept alive by Roman, and the whistle. Double contact is the call against Coppin. We're even at 1 in the first. Now the serve to Tyler. CATEN to Lang, keeps it alive, and now sent over by Roman. Set high to the near side from an awkward angle. Bulldogs play it over. Coppin trying to get this point, and they will indeed off the deflection make it 2-1. Sydney Hicks in for the first time. CATEN will check out. Coppin in front, 2-1. Coleman now the serve. Coleman, a jump serve. Dug out of the back line, bumped back into the middle, and now sent over by South Carolina State. Lang in the center of the net to Johnson, and she sends it just wide. Even at 2 in the first. Service now to Bell. Right hand overhand serve. Hicks to Lang. Back to Hicks on the far side, and she'll get it down. Her kill makes it a 3-2 Coppin lead. Johnson checks out. Celestine checks in along the net. Service now to Ashley Roman. Having a fine freshman campaign here in a Coppin uniform. She goes the jump serve as well. Dug out of the back line by South Carolina State. Quick play at the net, and that's going to get down. Walker with the kill, even at 3 in the first. Service now to Boylan. Dug by Roman. Lang sets it up near side. Sent over by Gonzalez. Off the double block, kept alive by Hicks. She sends it right back over. Play at the net. Hicks sends it back over to South Carolina State. They'll now play it in the air and now bump it over. Lang sets it up near side. A little drop shot attempt that is very effective for Gonzalez, and Compton takes a 4-3 lead. And now Gonzalez to serve. Short set at the net, comes off a double block of Compton. South Carolina State again resets it. Played over by Holt. And now a kill off the far side left. I believe that is Celestine with the point, 5-3 Compton. Hammering it down through a block. Gonzalez to serve once again. That's going to go as an ace. No return from Holt. 6-3 Compton.
Stay focused.
Gonzalez sends it over strongly. Holt had it come off her arm awkwardly, gets it back and sends it over on the third touch. Lang to Celestine. Got it over top of the double block, kept alive now by Coleman on the playback by South Carolina State. And now Celestine sends it over gently. Drop shot attempt dug up there by Gonzalez. Play to the far side. Hicks coming across the net. Tried to play it horizontally. Kept alive by South Carolina State. Big swing there by Sydney Hicks and gets it down through the block for a point. 7-3 Compton in the first. Gonzalez once again to serve. Dug out of the back line. Set to the far side of the net. That's going to be a kill off the far side for Holt. Makes it 7-4. Gonzalez checks out. Asia Stennis is on for the first time. Serve to Holt. Dug by Roman. Lang now sets it up far side to Coleman. She tries the back line. It's spinning high in the air. Played to the net and sent long for a Compton point. CATEN comes back and replaces Sydney Hicks. Compton in front 8-4. And CATEN to serve. Just over top of the tape. Holt sends it over. CATEN digs it out. Lang sends it back into the middle. Roman bumps it over. And now a short set to the net. Kept alive with a dive by Stennis. Now for CATEN. Coleman sends it over. Drop shot attempt. CATEN digs it up again. Lang, short set. And a big swing. And I believe Celestine went just long to the corner. And a point to South Carolina State, makes it 8-5. Service now to Walker, trailing 8-5 in the first. Stennis to CATEN, sends it back toward the net. Roman sends it over. Big swing, and do we have into the net against South Carolina State or not? (9-5) Compton with the point. Rebecca Ori now to serve. Tough dig right to the far side of the net. Now played over. Ori digs it up for Compton. Now for Lang. Coleman off the double block, can't get it down, and the deflection puts it back on the Coppin side. Point to the Bulldogs. They trail 9-6. Boylan checks out. Christoph back on. And the service to King. Into the net with the service error. 10-6 Coppin. Here comes Gonzalez to replace Asia Stennis in the Coppin lineup. Service now to Brianna Lang. High arcing serve. And that's going to get down for a kill. 10-7, the point to South Carolina State. They'll serve now with Tyler. And her service error goes just long. 11-7 Coppin. CATEN checking out, Hicks back on. Coleman now to serve. Heavy serve. Krista Johnson was over the net. 11-8. Coppin the lead. Roman the dig, now to Lang with the set. Gonzalez tried to drop it. It got blocked back, and then the kill for Sydney Hicks goes off the deflection and out, make it a 12-8 Coppin advantage.
Next server.
Ori back off, Celestine back in. The service down to Ashley Roman, up 12-8 in the first. Playing to 25 in the first 4 sets. And that's 4 hits against South Carolina State. Point to Coppin, up 13-8. Roman with an ace. Went right at Bell. She did a great job to go down and get the dig. However, it went right in the net. So we have a timeout on the floor, and today, Coppin State Volleyball is looking for your help to fight cancer. The Lady Eagles have a table at the side of the court where you can make a donation to fight cancer. Cancer is one way or another affecting many of our friends, family, and co-workers. Lady Eagles are standing with Ms. Sandra Kirk in her fight against cancer. Ms. Kirk has worked in the athletic department for more than 20 years and providing friendship and a listening ear to many students. She made an appearance earlier today at center court just prior to today's match with South Carolina State. So, brave fight for Miss Sandra Kirk and great support today as we dig pink here at the PEC today in Coppin with the early advantage in the first, up 14-8. As they now enter a stretch where they stay close to home, closing out the regular season. Monday night, they'll be across town at Morgan State. Then next weekend, home to Norfolk State Friday and Howard on Sunday. Return match with Morgan is a week from Monday on November 8th. Excuse me, a week from Friday on November 8th. Off the block, kept alive. Coleman sends it over. Nicely done by Coppin. Lang resets it. Hicks tried to get the kill down. South Carolina State keeps it alive. They'll try to play a drop shot. Celestine had none of it and sent it down for the block and the point. 15-8 Coppin.
Jordan, if you're there, just wait. Good job. Just wait.
Roman to serve. On the back line, Boylan kept it alive off the deflection. Coleman to Lang, far side. Hicks, a big swing. Was it deflected? No, it goes wide. So the point to the Bulldogs makes it a 15-9 Coppin lead here in the first. Boylan to serve once again. Lang, a back set now. Gonzalez trying to get it down. It comes right back over. Hicks at the net. Kept alive again by Gonzalez. Now for Coleman. Tries the middle and killed it. Middle to middle. 16-9 Coppin. Gonzalez to serve once again. Into the net, service error. 16-10 Coppin. Holt now to serve. Dug by Roman and a big swing center of the net. Or Celestine makes it 17-10 Coppin. Hicks checks out. Here comes Paolo CATEN to serve, the freshman out of Tampa, Florida. Bump to the near side left, and that's going to be a point to Coppin. (18-10). CATEN wants a new ball to serve with. Low line drive serve, again dug out of the back line. Back set from the middle. Holt sends it over. CATEN the dig, Lang the set, Coleman the drop shot. It's down for a point. 19-10 Coppin. CATEN once again to serve. That's played over the back line and out. Last touched by Walker. 20-10 Coppin. Over top of the tape, and it gets down. That's an ace for CATEN. 21-10 Coppin. CATEN out of the back line. Third touch comes over by Holt. Lang to Celestine off the block, and I believe 4 touches for Coppin is the call. Makes it 21-11. CATEN checking out. Goddard now checks in for the first time for Coppin. Service now to South Carolina State. Goddard the dig. Lang the set. Big swing by Celestine. Gets a point for Coppin off the deflection. Ori's back. So's Johnson. Coppin up 22-11. Opening set. Ori sends it over. Dug out of the back line. Set to the near side left off the deflection. It's down for a point to South Carolina State. 22-12. Roman's back. Ori takes a seat. Roman to Lang. Big swing for Johnson, and it goes just wide right and out. 22-13. Coppin with the lead. Roman the dig. Lang, a drop shot attempt. Kept alive by South Carolina State. They bump it in the wrong direction, and it's a point to Coppin. I believe it should be 23-13 Coppin. There's the change. Service by Lang was almost an ace. Goddard to Lang. Played back to Gonzalez, and her drop shot attempt causes South Carolina State to go into the net and brings us to the opening set point at 24-13 Coppin. Lang to serve. Tries the back corner, dug up nicely there. Bump to the near side, and then a cross-court attempt. Goddard has it go off her body and out to keep the first alive at 24-14 Coppin. Next point to Coppin, they'll take the opening set. Tyler into the net, and the service error ends the first. Coppin takes the opening set 25-14. We're back after a brief timeout here on the Coppin State Sports Network. Next home game for Coppin State will be Friday, November 1st against Norfolk State. Follow along at CoppinStateSports.com. First serve slated for 7 o'clock. So Coppin takes the first 25-14. 13 kills to 6 in favor of Coppin. The errors in the first, 6-4 Coppin. And then the percentage went to .259 for Coppin, .080 for South Carolina State, and the sat-out percentage, 13-24 for South Carolina State for 54%. Sat-out percentage to Coppin, 14 out of 15. That's 93%. Score was tied 3 times. We had no lead changes. It is Brianna Lang with 11 assists in the opening set. Coleman with 4 kills, leading everybody. Celestine and Hicks each with 3. Holt and Bell each with 2 kills for South Carolina State. So now Coppin switches sides, and they'll begin service with Goddard here in the second. Dug up by Holt. She gets it back and puts it in the net. 1-0 Coppin in the second. Goddard again serves it heavy into the back line. Holt sends it over. Dug up by Coppin. Lang sets up Coleman off the deflection. It's down for a Coleman kill. 2-0 Coppin in the second. Dug out of the back line by Boylan. And it doesn't come back over to Coppin. And the Eagles take a 3-0 lead in the second. Goddard out of the back line, kept alive, and again, no return volley. 4-0 Coppin. Running out of the back line to send it over was Boylan. Lang sets up Coleman, drop shot, down again. 5-0 Coppin to open the second. Goddard again to the back line. That's blocked and kept alive as Harrell and Coleman combine on the block, and Coleman kills it off the near side left. 6-0 Coppin to open the second. And Goddard's service error makes it 6-1. She'll check out. Celestine checks back in. Check that. Celestine comes off. Service now to King of South Carolina State. Tries Roman. Lang with a drop shot, and it's down for a kill. 7-1 Coppin and Lang to serve. Lang. Again, a heavy serve to the back line. Played over now by Holt. Lang back sets the far side, and Gonzalez kills it to the corner. 8-1 Coppin. And a timeout, South Carolina State. Well, you can book now for exclusive online deals at Spring Hill Suites, Inner Harbor, Baltimore. 24/7 customer service with deals up to 50% off. Check savings and offers, great rates in just seconds at the Spring Hill Suites, Inner Harbor, Baltimore, a proud sponsor of CSU Athletics. Now, basketball season is right around the corner, so make sure to get your basketball season tickets at CoppinStateSports.com. The men play Ryder this coming Tuesday, November 5th. At 7. Don't miss any of the action. Regular season tickets and floor seats are still available. And those tickets available at CoppinStateSports.com. Season concludes from a MEAC tournament standpoint the weekend of November 22nd through the 24th on the campus of Howard University. For all the details on the 2019 MEAC Volleyball Championship, log on MEACsports.com. Lang to serve up 8-1 in the second. Set in the center of the net, and the kill is down for Bell. Or was it? Indeed. 8-2. Service back to South Carolina State. Caton to Lang, now to Coleman off the double block, and the deflection goes out. Last touched by South Carolina State, so the kill to Coleman makes it 9-2. Coleman now to serve. That consecutive set skid for South Carolina State has now reached 16. And a service error by Coleman makes it a 9-3 Coppin lead. They have not won a set since October 6th against FAMU. They also won a set on October 4th against Bethune-Cookman. Earlier in the season, as the serve comes over, Roman now to Lang, now for Harrell off the double block. Lang keeps it alive. Now for Roman, bumps it near side to Caton. She tries the back corner, and they'll set up Holt. She had it blocked back. Now she'll try to send it over again. Caton keeps it alive. Now for Lang, back to the far side. Gonzalez with the kill, makes it a 10-3 Coppin lead. Prior to the win in the 3-1 loss to Bethune-Cookman, consecutive sets dropped 36 in a row. So this is the second longest streak of the season. Roman now to Lang. Gonzalez had it blocked. Caton had it blocked, and it's down for South Carolina State. They trail now 10-4, and they'll serve. Service now to Boylan. Sends it over shortly. That's played into the net and killed by Walker. (10-5) in the second. Coppin took the first, 25-14. Boylan, a very strong serve, dug out of the back line. Lang, a short set to Celestine. Was it deflected? No, it went long to the far side. Makes it 10-6 Coppin. Boylan sends it over. Lang sets up Gonzalez. She almost got it down. Kept alive nicely there by Boylan. And the point to Coppin on the attack error makes it 11-6. And the service back to Gonzalez. Drop shot attempt kept alive by Coppin. Now big swing by Caton and a kill. Paolo Caton makes it a 12-6 Coppin lead. Service once again to Gonzalez. Short serve into the middle. Set to the middle again. And Holt gets it down. Makes it 12-7 Coppin. Gonzalez checks out. Asia Stennis is back. Service now to Holt. Awkward dig. Lang kept it alive. Caton sends it over. Played over now by Tyler. Caton, another big swing. Holt sends it right back over. Lang, a back set. Big swing for Celestine through the block and down. Makes it 13-7 Coppin. Coleman checking back in, replacing Chelsea Colabar. Caton serves. Played at the net. Kept alive by Coleman. Lang, back to Coleman. It's blocked again. Stennis to Lang. Drop shot attempt. Played back over neatly. Caton, a short set to Lang. Now to Coleman, and she pinballs it down for a kill. Makes it 14-7 Coppin here in the second. Caton sends it far side. It's down for an ace. Right at the feet of Bell. She'll serve again, now up 15-7 in the second. Bell with the dig that time. It's off a double block. What a diving effort by Roman. Coppin sends it over. Kept alive by Stennis now. Lang to Coleman. She'll kill it. That whole series, credit to Ashley Roman diving to the floor to keep it alive. 16-7 Coppin. Caton's got it. Serves again. Out of the back line. Sent over quickly by South Carolina State. Nice, easy drop shot for Celestine. Finds the soft spot and makes it a 17-7 Coppin lead in the second. Fans, easy, convenient access to great care with online check-ins, urgent care, and video visits. We use the best of our minds, the best of our hearts to serve our patients with over 300 locations, 10 hospitals, MedStar, the official medical provider for Coppin State University Athletics. Coppin's got a one-set-none advantage, taking the first 25-14. They have a 17-7 lead here in the second. You can always stay social with the MEAC. Search MEAC Sports on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube for day-to-day updates on everything MEAC. Also use the hashtags IBackTheMEAC and MEAC Nation to see your post reposted. So there's a look at the Coppin huddle. They lead 17-7 over South Carolina State here in the second. Caton to serve, approaches, and a low line drive serve dug out of the back line. Kept alive by King, now sent over by South Carolina State. Lang to Celestine and buries the kill at the feet of Alexis Holt. 18-7 Coppin. Caton sends it over softly. Sent right back over, bumped to the middle to Lang, resets Coleman. Coleman, another big swing and a kill. 19-7 Coppin. Caton to serve. Another low line drive, heavy serve. Bumped backwards, and now Holt sends it over. Lang sets up Celestine. The drop shot is down. (27) Coppin here in the second. Caton again to serve. Short serve again. Bumped back to the middle and then sent quite long by Bell. 21-7 Coppin. CATEN sends it over. This is trouble. Holt keeps it alive and now played back toward the net, but not enough. On the touch by King. 22-7 Coppin. CATEN this time goes to a jump serve, tries the back line, comes right back over to Lang, deposits it with a block point, 23-7 Coppin. CATEN once again to serve. Tries the back line with Holt. Double block for Coppin, that's going to do the job. Coleman and Celestine combine on the block. Brings us to the second set point at 24-7 Coppin. CATEN again to serve. Short serve, played to the net, and that's going to get down on the block for Celestine, and Coppin takes the second, 25-7. And they now head to the third set, up 2-0 on South Carolina State. So we head to the third after this brief timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network. Numbers in the second. 18-3 kill advantage for Coppin State. 3-2 error to South Carolina State. And the 26-17 advantage to Coppin in that second. 615 hitting percentage. My goodness. South Carolina State was held to a 0 hitting percentage. Side out 5 of 25 for South Carolina State. 36% so far through 2. And side out to Coppin was 5 of 7. That's 71%. 19 of 22 for the match. That's 86%. Coppin took the early lead, jumping out 6-0. And runs out to 25-7 in the second. And they are up 2-0 here this afternoon. So we start the third. Service now to open the third, South Carolina State. They begin with King. Coleman, a big swing. Did it come off the deflection? It did not. Point to South Carolina State in the third.
Krista, you swing outside. Maybe you don't miss.
So they open up 1-0. Caten, the dig. Lang to Coleman. Coleman into the net. South Carolina State opens the third, up 2-0. Again, King to serve. Dug out of the back by Roman. Coleman tries a drop shot. Two Bulldogs ran into each other, and now it's played over by Boyland. Goddard to Lang. Real awkward finish, but it's down for a point. Coppin now serves down 2-1 here in the third, up 2-0. Lang with a running jump serve into the middle. Off the block, kept alive and down for a point to South Carolina State. They take a 3-1 lead here in the third. Service now to Tyler, and her service error goes right in the net. Makes it a 3-2 South Carolina State lead. Aislinn Weaver now checks in, and she'll serve. Dug out of the middle there by Holt. She gets a refeed. Had it blocked. She'll get it again. Played by Goddard, and it comes out. Last touch by South Carolina State. All leaving at 3 in the third. Weaver to serve once again. Over top of the tape, nearly got it down for an ace. Holt sends it over strongly. Roman sets up Goddard. Goddard got it down with a kill. 4-3 Coppin. Weaver with the serve, and the drop shot's going to work effectively for South Carolina State. All leaving at 4 here in the third. Walker's back. Boylan checks out. Service now to Bell. Dug up by Roman. Now for Lang. Johnson over the top. Kept alive by South Carolina State off the double block. It's down for Coppin. They reclaim a 5-4 lead. Johnson checks out. Lauren Harrell checks in. Roman sends it over. Holt with the dig, and that's going to get down for a South Carolina State kill. All leaving at 5 in the third.
Go to middle back, face them right back.
Dug by Weaver, set up to Goddard. Over top of the double block, and Harrell blocks it down for a point. 6-5 Coppin. Goddard now to serve. Dug out of the back line. Kept alive by King. And into the net went Coppin. That's a point to South Carolina State. 6-5 Eagles. Goddard checking out. Horry checking back in. Holt to serve. Dug up by Roman. Lang trying to keep it alive. Roman keeps it alive and now sent over by Weaver. Drop shot attempt. Roman keeps it alive. Now to Lang. Far side. CATEN. Off the block. It's a point to Coppin. 7-6 Coppin with the lead here in the third, up 2-0. Coleman coming back to replace Aislinn Weaver. CATEN now to serve. Right to the middle of the net, and Harrell dispatches it to the floor. 8-6 Coppin on the Harrell kill. Double contact call in South Carolina State. Coppin now up 9-6 in the second. Once CATEN began her service, just a continuous flurry of serve. There she goes again. 10-6 Coppin. It's just a heavy, heavy serve, and South Carolina State has really struggled with it. Jump serve comes over again. Played back, and now Boylan sends it over. Roman to Lang, center of the net. Coleman kills it again. 11-6 Coppin. CATEN once again to serve. Short serve, that's an ace. It's just enough to get over top of the tape. And that makes it 12-6. CATEN to serve once again. Now with a 12-6 lead. Tries the drop shot serve again, if you will. Hold off the top of the tape. CATEN to Lang. Far side Coleman. Big swing and a kill again. 13-6 Coppin in the third. CATEN. Short set at the net. And a kill for South Carolina State makes it 13-7. So now the service to Walker.
Here we go, top, loud service.
Tries the back line. Horry now to Lang. Harrell sends it over very strongly. Short set at the net again. That's going to get down for South Carolina State kill. Walker another serve, and that's going to go just long. 14-8 Coppin, the lead. Now the serve. Cameron checks in for the first time. She'll serve. Johnson's back as Roman and Harold check out. Cameron sends it over. Dug out of the back line. A short set at the net off the double block. CATEN keeps it alive. Johnson sets up Coleman, far side left. Her kill attempt got dug up. Played again by King. She'll send it over. CATEN now to Lang. Now to Johnson through the double block. That's down for a kill. (15-8) Coppin. CATEN checking out. Colabar checking in. Service now to Cameron. That's at the net. Johnson tried to keep it alive with that block.
Hold it. Press longer. Let's go.
And it's a point to South Carolina State. They're saying that South Carolina State went under the net. And it's a point to Coppin. They would take a 16-8 lead. So now service to Cameron. That was unique. Cameron sends it over. Short set at the net, and that's pounded long by Bell. 17-8 Coppin in the third. They lead 2-0. Cameron sends it over. Bumped out of the back, and now sent over by Boyland. Lang to Coleman. Drops it just over the top of the tape for a point. Oh, they're saying Coleman went into the net when she played that ball. 17-9 Coppin. Service error into the net. 18-9 Coppin. Lang to serve. Celestine checking in for Rebecca Ori. Lang to the far corner. And that's going to drop with no return volley. 19-9 Coppin. Lang tries the middle. Short set at the net. That's down for a kill.
You gonna watch or are you gonna go for the ball? Go for the ball.
Bell with the kill makes it 19-10 Coppin. Service now to Tyler. Coleman to Lang. Short set to Celestine. Kept alive by South Carolina State. They'll play it to the near side of the net. Big swing by Holt, and it was blocked back. Point to Coppin. Weaver's back, replacing Coleman. Here comes CATEN back to get Colabar. Coppin a lead of 20-10. Weaver to serve. That's down for an ace. 21-10 Coppin. Weaver spins the ball, now sends it over the top of the tape. Dug out by Boylan. Bumped to the near side, and Hold had it double blocked back. So South Carolina State will try to play it over. Weaver digs it up out of the back line. Now set to CATEN off the double block, and it's down for a point for South Carolina State. Makes it 21-11 in the third. Bell to serve for South Carolina State. Dug out by Cameron. Johnson keeps it alive now for Coppin. Lang sets up Caten, far side. That's down for a kill. 22-11 Coppin. Boylan's back for South Carolina State. Harrell's back to replace Cameron. Roman now to serve. Sent to the far side of the net. Now they'll play it over, and that's just long. Bell with the right idea, trying to find that back line, but just a little too strong. Makes it 23-11 Coppin. Roman to serve. On the return volley, Roman to Lang. Celestine sends it over. South Carolina State trying to play from the far side of the net. Weaver digs up the return volley. Lang now for Caten. Caten tries the opposite corner. Kept alive by South Carolina State. And now sent over. Lang to Celestine. And off the deflection, it's down for a point to Coppin. And it brings us to not only the third set point, but also match point, up 24-11. Roman a jump serve. It's short. Played out of the middle. And now a swing for Holt. Kept alive by Weaver. Caten the drop shot. And that is down for the kill to end the match. And in straight sets, Coppin defeats South Carolina State 25-14, 25-7, and 25-11. That means, at minimum, the consecutive set losing streak has reached at least 18 for South Carolina State. They remain winless on the year at 0-22, 0-8 in the MEAC. With the win, Coppin now in double figures in wins at 10 to go with 13 losses, and they improved to 6-3 in the MEAC with the straight set victory today. Again, 25-14, 25-7, and 25-11. So momentarily we'll be joined by a post-game guest. But because it is a We Dig Pink game today, a post-game team photo first. So as they do that, we'll get you some numbers. On the day today, she had 5 service aces, but her second set rally with the serve was really a difference in this game. That 25-7 second really set the tone, and the momentum carried over into the third, where Coppin put it away 25-11. Kill advantage in the third, 12-7 for Coppin. 5-3 error advantage to South Carolina State in the third. 25-23 TA advantage for Coppin in the third. Their side out was 9 of 12 in the third, 8 of 24 for South Carolina State in the third. 25-14 in the first, 25-7 in the second, 25-11 in the third. Coleman finishes with a game high of 13 kills. Celestine with 9. Caten finishes with 4 kills. And then those 5 service aces. As PAOLA CATEN now joins us. Walk me through that second set when you began to serve and you just began that rally of service and it carried over to that 25-7 victory. What was going through your mind in the second set?
Honestly, I just wanted to have fun at that moment. Serving is one of my favorite things when it comes to volleyball, and our assistant coach, Pat, he was telling me what to do, and I was just doing it, and it was just a game of having fun at that point.
Your offense also picked up as well today with the 4 kills, playing well within that as well.
Yeah, I've actually been practicing this whole week with our team. Sydney and Mimi are great examples. They've been here for a whole year, more than me, and they've been really good teammates in helping me hit and everything.
How do you look to carry this over now to Monday and the Crosstown Showdown going to Morgan State?
Well, this game just showed that I can actually serve consistently, and I can also hit and be smart at the ball, so it's a big confidence booster for me. And also seeing the team do different things was amazing. They can also do amazing things, so we all know that we can go ahead and we're going to push through and win.
Congratulations on the straight set victory today.
Thank you so much.
There it is, our post-game guest. That's PAOLA CATEN here on the Coppin State Sports Network. Thank you for her time as well. And that's going to do it here from the PEC on Coppin State University campus. 25-14 in the first, 25-7 in the second, 25-11 in the third. Thank you so much for watching and listening on the Coppin State Sports Network.